Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features a very good defense. The 49ers are top 10 in fewest points allowed, and they'll be up against a Bears offense that wants to prove it can do some damage.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. Here's Garoppolo to throw. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
They try again with Lewis. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, 49ers. Dion Lewis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Niners have taken the early lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. Shift together here from the D-line. First carry now for Jordan Howard. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Now Trubisky to throw on second. Flushed out right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks near the 48-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So the D-line's going to spread out. Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. On second down, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down. And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain it.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And look out, I think he's going to go. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. We thought this defense would be opportunistic, and they were. Here, you're already up. Now you got a 2-touchdown lead. I tell you, going out there on defense, did they have a little bit of extra momentum with a score already on the board?
Oh, without a doubt. That already felt good to them. They took it and used it and obviously put up another one. But here's the thing now. Some defense coordinators might want to pull their guys back a little bit because they don't want them to make mistakes because they're too overamped. Others say, I've got 2-touchdown lead. Go get them, guys. They'll be even more aggressive.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On first down, Trubisky. He's going to go for a big play. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, they run with Howard. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
3 yards remaining here on second down. Again, it's Howard. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And after his performance last week, everybody saw it. Unbelievable. You can expect a heavy dose of him again, I think.
Without a doubt. I mean, why wouldn't you? Because once you establish yourself that way, it's not just him, okay? It's his offensive line, it's the tight end, it's your wide receivers, everyone now sharing in the load and sharing in the belief that they do their job, they'll see another performance just like they saw the week before.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward, incomplete pass. Third and goal, Trubisky, and he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Reuben Foster in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. And Suckup will put this one right through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The 49ers offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Here we go.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. Got his target, Pierre Garçon. And he is going to be knocked flat on his back. Oh, a big hit at the 46. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Off the toss, Lewis. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the 49ers in control of the football. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. And a loose football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
They'll begin the drive with Howard. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
On second down, here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And now it's third down.
I know I'm not giving enough credit to the defenders because that pass was incomplete. But come on, it was A.J. Green. I always expect him to come up with the ball.
Yeah, on those deep routes especially, even on incompletions, it's fun to watch him run those routes.
It certainly is, but he eats up ground and he usually goes up and gets it.
Completion left side to Miller. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. It's a 45-yard punt, just a 1-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, the fumble, the turnover. Now, they still have the lead, but I don't think coaches care. The turnovers will bother them no matter what the scoreboard says.
That's the relief, that you still have the lead. But coaches look at what if and what it should be. Turning the ball over when they've got a chance to score more points and increase the lead, that's what's going to affect them.
And they're also thinking to future weeks, maybe when the game's closer, right?
No doubt about it. You want to clean up everything. Let's just be honest about it. They want everything to be perfect at all times. They don't want to give up anything that's going to hurt their team.
Garoppolo to throw on second down. Throw left side complete. It's Lewis. And they'll get him down here at the 23. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll lead here to a third down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he had a nifty little deke juke move, but he stopped shortly thereafter. And the screen only good for 3 that time, and it'll bring up a fourth down. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. Onto the field now come the Bears. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun is Trubisky. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Here we go now.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and that just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the punt team on now as this one sent away. And that one didn't accomplish a whole lot. It'll be down inside the 35-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. They were forced to punt last time, and I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. If they want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it.
This is Lewis. And some space here. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Not an ideal spot to be on first down, but I love that the play caller did not immediately abandon the running game and say, okay, we've got to throw it in order to pick it up. Stayed with the run, was rewarded with a big-time pickup. Now they're in second and manageable.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I don't know about you, partner, but on second and inches, a lot of the times I'm leery about the offensive guys thinking about taking a shot downtown. Instead, they just hand it to the big man and let him rumble forward for a first down.
In motion, Ozunway. On first down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Deshaun Jackson, his second touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add on to their lead. And it's 21-3. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Chicago offense coming back out onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Being chased out left. And some room to roam now. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And the 49ers going to take another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have one remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be brought down inside the 45 at the 43. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They go with Howard again. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. The Bears on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. Back to the booth. right after this. The Bears on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dumps that off to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Trubisky will throw. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
The one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. 7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Reuben Foster in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From midfield, here's Garoppolo. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Going underneath for Lewis. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Shift together here from the D-line. Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. So we now proceed to the start of the second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This one taken just inside the 10. Nifty move. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this you're going to do that?
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for him. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He sets to fire. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. But he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
All right, now, look at 56. Here we go now. 56. Green, 39.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And he's got it across midfield and down to about the 47-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Jackson's got it over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Garoppolo looks to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Goodwin. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. Again, it's Lewis. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain?
Here we go. Green, Detroit.
On second down, here's Garoppolo. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now let's go. 3-19.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Brian Orakpo in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Now Trubisky to throw on second. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. The Bears on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Trubisky. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down. Trubisky draw play, gives to Howard. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Bears on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Trubisky. And hauled in by the tight end Miller. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And now the 49ers signal for a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Trubisky on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. This is Howard on second down. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
On third down, Trubisky. Escaping the pressure right. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on third down. Looked like some hands both ways. They got it on the offense.
And sometimes there's a fine line between being the receiver and the DB, and he knocked that one away. Might have caused an incompletion that could have been an interception.
Ninth play of the drive now on third and a country mile. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Jordan Howard with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. So they're going to go for 2. Throwing here, Trubisky. This will be caught at about the 5. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. Now here's Suckabout to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
6 yards to go here on second down. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Throw left side, caught by Goodwin. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
And that's a nice gain by him on first down, picking up some key yardage.
Second down, just 1 yard to go.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They run. This is Lewis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. He hurdles him.
Should get a gold medal for that one.
Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Gonna make And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now a toss play to Lewis. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through him, right around the 31. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. 2nd down following the run.
Now let's go.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Over the middle to Garcon. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be shoved down pretty hard. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo bringing it in. Jackson left side. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. And the offense inside the 5 here at the 4. It's 1st and goal.
All right, here we go.
They run it. It's Charles. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers add 6 to their lead. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punching in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now?
It's caught inside the 25. It's a big-time play there for the Bears. 53 yards.
Now, that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. On first and goal, Howard. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. Jordan Howard with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Bears cut into that lead. Here's Trubisky. He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the 49er hands team does its job. The fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. On first down, Garoppolo. Caught left side, Garcon. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
4 yards remaining now on second down.
Lucky 56. All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Luke Kuechly able to get him down for a loss of 11 on the play. And it'll be fourth down. Time running out here on the play clock. And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Here's Jacob Shum now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. That'll be out of bounds, and how good was that? They'll say the 3-yard line. That's where they spot it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up. Had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still try to throw it. And
yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
A handoff as they run the counter play. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Now a handoff, running off tackle right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The Niners on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop. 1:50 left in the football game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. The offense on 3rd down, they've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and goal.